The fifth discipline applied to blended learning. Welcome, and my name is Carol Munn. The fifth discipline, The Art and Practice of a Learning Organization by Peter Sanjay, is a guide on how to organize a learning organization. There are 5 principles: personal mastery, mental models, building shared vision, team learning, and bringing it all together is systems thinking. Blended, Using Disruptive Innovation to Improve Schools by Michael Horn and Heather Staker, is a field guide for understanding and successfully implementing blended learning in classrooms and schools. This book investigates the different blended models in relation to disruptive innovation. Sanjay describes a learning organization as where a group of people that are working together collectively enhance and expand their capabilities to create results that they really care about and to learn together. Collaborate. In essence, the 5 disciplines in his book can be related to blended learning by the transitioning of an organization into a learning organization with those factors. Systems thinking is the understanding of the integration and interrelations of the connection within the 4 disciplines: personal mastery, mental models, building shared vision, and team learning, with a better understanding on how things unfold over time. Personal mastery, one of the 5 disciplines, is also a key in blended learning. This requires understanding and change in the learning environment. If a teacher new to this method needs to really honestly self-reflect and identify the change or changes needed in order to obtain achievement of the learning objectives and goals, both personally and professionally. You are you, a human. And mental models is another of the 5 disciplines that flows into your blended learning classroom. As a teacher, you need to be able to reflect in and on your own actions in the classroom. You need to be aware of the assumptions and the bias that is transmitted when you are doing your everyday teaching. Shared vision. It relates to a team of colleagues eagerly learning and cooperating together to achieve a specific goal. It encourages experimentation and innovation, especially within a learning organization and a blended learning environment. The 4th discipline, team learning. In association with blended learning, this discipline is part of a systems thinking process in education. Not only benefits the teachers and the administration, but students as well. Team learning is evident in multiple areas of a learning classroom. It is an essential part of the dynamics of the classroom learning environment. As a group, learning is shared and focused, allowing for the collaboration and the free flowing of ideas, necessary for this system to be effective in learning. Systems thinking involving the best of the 5 disciplines and blended learning by becoming the cornerstone of the learning organization, which transitioning from a linear to a systematic approach allows the interactions among teachers and learners and administrators to align with the digital content and learning goals to foster the best learning environment for all learners. So looking at blended learning as a system, there are multiple parts to the blended learning environment, and Horn and Staker define it as a formal education program in which a student learns at least part online and then has a choice for the time, place, and path and pace for the rest of the learning to take place. Traditional classroom environment. Students in rows at individual desks facing forward. Teacher instructing the sage on the stage, or the blended learning environment where there are multiple stations that students can rotate throughout the lesson, and the teacher will be facilitating the actual classroom environment. Disruptive innovation in blended learning relies on a non-traditional approach to facilitating the best practices within a personalized learning system for each and every student. Disruptive innovation breaks from the traditional classroom, whereas the teacher is the facilitator and the students are engaged in their own personalized learning system. According to Horn and Staker, blended learning is divided into 4 models. The first one is rotation model, which contains 4 separate models within that one rotation model. Their 4 separate models are station rotation, lab rotation, flipped classroom, and individual rotation. The next model in blended learning is called the flex model. The third one is a la carte, and the fourth one is enriched virtual model. According to Horn and Staker, the rotation model is a model in which students travel from station to station, and at least one of the stations is for online learning, and there is a certain time period that is situated for each of the rotations by the teacher. Flex model, a disruptive innovation, allows students to work independently online and follow their own personalized learning plan. The teacher is a facilitator and also has one-on-one instruction when needed. The a la carte model is really a disruptive innovation in that everything is online. The collaboration between student teachers online and all the course materials are online. The fourth disruptive innovation in the blended learning models is called the enriched virtual model. It's a course or subject that students require face-to-face learning sessions with their teacher of record and then are free to complete the remaining coursework remotely away from the face-to-face teacher. The online learning element is the major part or the backbone of this model. The fourth disruptive innovation and blended learning model is the enriched virtual model, in which there is face-to-face communication and then also an online element. The online element is the backbone and it's completely remote. Team learning equals teamwork success. As Sanjay stated, the team learning is a process of aligning and developing the capacity of the team to create results its members truly desire. So if you don't have team learning, you're not going to be able to build your learning organization. In blended learning, it's the same thing. You need to have the collaboration and respect of all team members to work towards a common goal. Obstacles. Obstacles are everywhere, so don't fear them. In a blended learning classroom, Horn and Staker mentioned that some of the obstacles that can be solved are hardware and software issues, the facility, team members, culture, professional development, and budget, which all can be worked out. As Sanjay points out, the power of aspirations drives positive visions. Blended learning. The 5 disciplines, which are personal mastery, mental models, building shared vision, team learning, and systems thinking, along with disruptive innovations, are all pieces that will come together and benefit not only our 21st century learners, but our entire global community. Blended learning, disruptive innovations, and the 5 disciplines